Oh no, okay, well we were going to take a look at the bracket, but now we're going to have a look at the game. It's probably just going to be me for the moment. We'll figure out things as we go along. Got our two bans in, the Rasmus and the Vice, off the table. And of course we've seen Dinfar, Atsuro and Lynx previously. Before that's our Pelican Fishers. They've been on a bit of a lower bracket run after also dropping two Imies Enjoyers. It's what you'd expect, right? You got your Dubu in goal, you got your X out front, you got that Error for that nastiness, for those creation myths. And on the other side, of course, I always find myself unseparatable from Lamacraft. We absolutely love this player. I imagine that we'll be seeing them on the Imi or indeed the Error. It is going to be the Error this time. Rocking that awesome skin, by the way. We do love to see it. And my goodness, it looks like we're going to do this one solo, folks. So please give me some hype in chats. And pray to everyone. Let's have a good time in this best of 3 then. First set out of, I hope, many. As Atsuro is going to go south. There's a high press here from Zenith, actually. Probably should have expected that by now. Running 2 X's, of course. And so looking for those close quarter combat mode. Goal barrier down for Zenith early on. Pelican Sisters pushing forward. Atsuro past the halfway mark. Watch out for that hole. And I can hear Storm via VMix, apparently. Or maybe Piols, is that you? I don't know. Either way, Pelican Fishers has scored first. Thanks for the hype, chat. Thanks for the hype. So here's Atsuro. And Fang. Atsuro moving forward. Dinfar forced back into the goalie role as Atsuro is getting absolutely hounded by Rekkosed. Finally able to rotate out, pick up that power orb. Lovely core flip from Lynx, not able to find the hit onto the goal barrier as of yet. Atsuro, Lynx finally does get it. Zenith struggling here, maybe looking forward to the awakenings already. Beautiful ultimate there from Atsuro. The Dubu Soups go down, and that's 2-0 up. So moving forward, looking for a straight sweep in our first set. It would be pretty impressive here from Pelican Fishers if they were to do it. I'd say both these two teams are pretty even. I'd imagine that maybe there'll be some preference towards Zenith. Certainly had more appearances at the later stages here, but that is a loose core that hits the goal barrier the first time that it's gone down for the Pelican Fishers, but they've got to watch out. Lynx so far forward. Lovely core flip up to Lamacraft. Not going to get that past Atsuro though. Lovely ultimate once again. Lynx looking for the low post. Not going to find it. Does get the KO though. And that is a 3-0 sweep in our first set for the Pelican Fishers. And that is really important now for the Zenith crew looking forward. These awakenings, simply put, they have to get them, and they have to get them fast. I'm looking already at Timeless Creator potentially for that Imi there. It's going to be the extra enhanced cooldown for the special for the Dubu. And Imi going for the built difference, so increased size there, harder hitting impacts, not too shabby a choice, I don't think. Error going for Big Fish, so we are looking to avoid the creations here. They're looking for that more out-and-out damage rather than the creation size or the duration. We've got tempo swing for Pelican Fishers X as well. That's nasty. That's really nasty, especially given Lynx was doing a lot of the work up front, really piling on the pressure and ensuring that Zenith didn't really get a looks way, but that's a double KO straight off the rip from Rekko.
Okay,
They're looking for a third.
I had some other issues.
Ah, hello, Piols. That's nice to join you.
Yeah.
We'll bring you in now as we've had our first goal scored via Zenith. What are we thinking of that first set? Was it just Pelican Fishers straight out of the blocks good? Did you like the awakenings choices here from Zenith in response?
To be honest, I was having other issues, so I was figuring those out, and I'm really surprised. Like I'm joining here, I'm like one set behind, and I see Era X on both teams. This is not something I usually see, so I'm actually quite surprised by that. What awakenings were there at the start? Oh, it was cast to last cannon style.
Yes.
As we know, like Era and X work well together as strikers, and also both of them work really well with cast to last. So yeah, so this is something that happens really only when there's a cast to last style.
What I do like though is, again, straight away, you might be tempted to go for creation buffs on that first Awakenings, but I really like the choices put forward here by Zenith. They got the size, they got the power, they've got the KOs most importantly, and this really one of the longest periods where we've not seen a goal scored, most likely to go the way of Zenith, especially with their goal barrier still up. Link's finally getting a KO on his opposition X. Rekko sent to the Shadow Realm briefly. Lamacraft, lovely core flip, and finds a slip in at the top post. 2-0 Zenith looking to reverse sweep from the first sweep.
Yeah, I see that the first draft Awakening was really interesting. There was a lot of trainees and Awakenings that are just really good for X's. So I imagine the whole Awakening was just about denying, like getting good stuff for your X while denying the good stuff from the enemy X. We've seen like there were two size Awakenings. There was Quick Strike. I catched a glimpse of Dinfar getting Quick Strike to deny from Rekkosed. So I imagine they like the whole Awakening draft had to be just planned to deny Rekkosed a good Awakening for X. And I think like I don't think X especially is like the worst thing on X ever, but definitely would have preferred to get anything else that was available.
Well, that's a beautiful pick there. And that is going to be a 3-0 sweep after a 3-0 sweep, but going the other way around. Interesting pickup there. So Link's picking up tempo swing, which I think that was the right call. I mean, very early in the Awakening order as well, but it's ultimately the picks from both Lamacraft and the and the Ivy, of course, where they've been able to work towards their overall damage output. It means the KOs are a lot easier to find, but the 1-2 punch going down for Zenith means that that X might be starting to get a little bit more scary as well. Rekko already got a couple of KOs on the boards. How many more is there to find? Interesting Orb Dancer for Error as well for the Pelican Fishers, but that does seem to me feels like just a, well, I guess I've got to go for this because that primary fire cooldown going over to Lamacraft instead.
Yeah, like Zenith are really happy with this draft. Lama is having rapid fire together with Castellas, so he can just permanently shrink the enemy team. There's not much they can do about it. Rekkosed getting 1-2 patch, that's really good on X because he's punching people. It's very self-explanatory. And Fang getting the super surge for aiming, that's also like one of the best things you want on aiming, especially if you're running eject button as he is. So let's see how this set will play out.
Let's talk about that X fight as well. We saw it, chat, don't worry. Absolutely brutal. And Rekko's now back, but Zenith continue to be down to 2 as they find Lamacraft taking out the picture and their goal barrier as well. It's 3v1, and that is some beautiful 1-2 tiki-taka play between Dinfar and Lynx. 1-0 Pelican Fisher's first blood.
Yeah, I mean, there's... I think it's like, this is the pinnacle of Omega Strikers, right? Era and X are not the characters you usually see in this game, but there's a starting Awakening that is Castellas and instantly you get both of them from both teams, you know, that's something that doesn't happen every game. It happens really rare, but when it happens, you know, we get spectacles like that. Both X's just running wild, punching each other and everyone else. That's a really good angle from Lynx there.
I think the key for this first game, remember, best of 3. I think the key for this first game is to not have advantage in draft for whatever reason, because first of all we go out the gates and it's very clearly Pelican Fishers, Zenith on the back foot, but they picked well and they managed to go 3-0 themselves, and now Pelican Fishers on the precipice of a second 3-0, although they will have to deal with a gold barrierless gold mouth to defend now. That's a KO for Rekko. Atsuro running into Fang, Rekko to Lamacraft, got that speed boost. Oh, that's not going to be as narrow a shot as they were looking for, but almost getting it through Atsu. So close there from Lamacraft. Lovely use of the soups. Core flip right down the other way. Oh, and it hits the gold barrier as well. Unfortunate. Right down the other end though. Rekko looking for the punch, not going to find the through ball.
Dean getting some really good defenses right there. Defended both for Atsuro when he was out of his secondary ability, and now when Lynx was just shrinked by Lamacraft, getting those clutch saves when it matters.
Beautiful turret and the KO to boot. Almost into overtime, and that really does favour Zenith here. The core flip fake. Well defended again from Pelican Fishers. They're stuck on this top bar.
Oh, no.
Oh my word, but would you believe it? Dinfar with the far-sighted shot. 1v3 gets the third goal. 2-0 in game number 1.
I mean, you know, like you say it, whoever loses last set wins the next set. Whoever gets worse Awakening just gets the next set. Like, that was unfortunate Fang didn't get back in his eject button in time. And also, like, it was unfortunate that what Rekkosed tried to do with this core flip was to proc it with his secondary dash, so then he would have his strike ready to shove it in further. But he unfortunately missed it with his secondary dash. Bullcap is not bad on X though. Chrono Shift is also good. It's fun because the dash is longer. You know, like when X's dash is longer, it looks... X looks funny to say the least. And what we can see, I would actually want to highlight, especially with what Lumos was saying earlier, you can definitely see the EU players, I mean especially Zenith, because that's what the team we've been seeing last three sets, I mean last three series. I really like, both teams like to prioritize Stagger Swagger. Lumos said Stagger Swagger is a bad awakening now, but definitely EU teams still like to deny the opportunity from the other team, especially since EU is known to just have a heavy kill meta, and you wouldn't want the enemy X to be more durable and faster when he's low. You just want to finish him out.
I'm very worried about that Stagger Swagger on Atsuro. You can already see the maneuverability advantage that they've got now, and that's going to be great for a team that was defending well on match point, of course.
Yeah, but Stagger Swagger, honestly, it's not necessarily about him having the Stagger Swagger and being able to just defend, but denying it from the opponent forwards is all that it's about. Just don't let enemy X, don't let enemy Era get it, so they don't survive as long.
Oh, lovely shot from Lamacraft. Threading the needle, tying this one up, 1 apiece.
This is the first set that's not free now.
It's true, yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a monkey off the back here for Zenith. Yeah, they've dropped to the lower bracket most recently. Pelican Fishers, they've had that lower bracket run. They've had time to get adjusted. Oh,
ooh,
and a miss from the blink.
Blink.
That is unfortunate. Soups go down. Atsuro, look at the low post, core flip. Oh, beautiful recovery. Oh, what a save off the line from Fang. Brilliant work. Lovely rolling pin use there. Dinfar moves up now. Fang, that's a much better blink. Manages to get the goal barrier down as well. Open field here for Zenith and Pelican Fishers. Either one of them looking for that go-ahead goal, looking for the match point scenario. Atsuro goes low. Dinfar looking for links. Lamacraft, nice defense up there. Rekko bumped out the way. Fang goes low. Low stack up for both Rekko and Fang as well. Got to be careful. Maybe got to look and get some damage onto the Pelican Fishers right up in their faces. Links with another massive bit of damage. Doesn't matter in the end as Dinfar with the creation right through the entire defense. 2-1 Pelican Fishers.
Yeah, you could see Lynx was just doing what he's known for. He was just causing havoc in the enemy lines. He was just staying inside the enemy goal, just waiting and poking enemy goalie and enemy forward. We already have our face KO this round.
It's good news if you're Zenith fans, because it goes the way of them, but they've not really been able to make Pelican Fishers pay here. Lovely aggressive press from Atsuro, pays for it with their life. That's an ace for Rekko. 3 goal.
Oh, no.
Or is it? Oh no, they've got to get back in time. Oh, okay.
This is not a bad play. This is not okay. So this is not only that. This is neither a bad play nor total BM. I mean, this is somewhat BM. Each redirect gives you 5 XP, and he was just farming experience, so he would have higher level and more stagger earlier, which is actually, it is literally the right play to do in situations like this. So I think, I'm not sure this was the reason Rekkosed did it, but it's a heads up play if you did.
Piols, I'm so glad that I have you in the room, because that never occurred to me. That is incredibly smart. It does look like BM, he probably was laughing, but you know what? Every bit of XP counts in this game, and you can see already that the confidence is there for everybody to see. Rekko with another KO. Llama on this top path here, lovely read on Atsuro. Rekko unable to break it through links. Fang at the back line puts down the turret. Atsuro forward moving again. Rekko and Fang. That bottom barrier is very much cleared away by the defenders. They have to try and switch it decently, otherwise they're not going to find a way through. Lamacraft again forward, but Rekko losing a lot of health, and Lynx getting up in Fang's face. It's a real helter-skelter game. Zenith needs to win it, otherwise that's 1-0 in the series.
Yeah, you can also tell that Lynx is not having as much fun as Rekkosed is. By the level advantage, it's level... Oh, beautiful. Never mind, Lynx just got 2 levels from that kill.
Beautiful.
He was level 6 to Rekkosed level 9. But now he has finished the game.
That was a close run one. Zenith very, very tight to tying it up. Going to, well, set number 5. We don't go to set number 5. We complete game number 1. It goes the way of Pelican Fishers. And I think it's really that early game, that early momentum swing immediately in favor of Pelican Fishers that gave them the advantage, because I mean that talk about XP really does come full circle once again. You have such an early advantage, Piols. It's no wonder that you managed to maintain that advantage going forward.
Look at Lynx's damage though. He dealt 86k damage. That was more than 10,000 more than anyone else in the whole game. Even I mean, he had less chaos. Like Rekkosed was having way more chaos. He was better at finishing people off than Lynx, but Lynx was definitely doing more damage there.
Yeah.
I don't think, like even with this game, I don't think Zenith is too sad about it, because I think they believe they're the better team, and they can be pretty sure the next game is going to look entirely different than this one. You know, like getting the Era X game is a rare occurrence, right? It's not what you would normally expect. We expect all the other games in this series to have more Zentaros, more Vices, more, I mean, we've seen Amy here. But we expect a more standard kill count in the upcoming matches.
And do you think that we'll see that change from Zenith? Because if anything, they were asking for trouble. I mean, obviously you can only see your opponent's draft one by one, but it really did look like, you know, you had 2 X's going up against each other. You had 2 errors going up against each other as well. Do you think that played into the preference of Pelican Fisher, that they could basically square up 1v1 same characters versus each other and think, well, okay, as long as we get our awakenings right, as long as we get our drafts right and our positioning right and get those KOs at the right time, that will favor us more?
Yeah, I mean, I have no idea how comfortable different players are at playing Era X, to be honest. Like, that's something you see so rarely. I mean, I know Llama is really proficient with Era player, and so is Din. And I know Rekkosed used to play some X in beta, but you know, this is definitely not something they practice every day of the week. They practice this only when there's cast to us. So yeah, with that offbeat game, we see actually Dinfire playing Amy forward. That's, I mean, usually these days you just see Amy goalie. Don't see that much of Amy forward, even though there is some. And I expect the Zentaro on both sides because he's open. Which...
Well, yeah, I think both would want to... Oh, we're not
actually, there's no Zentaro.
Drakar, okay. I was with you, because we didn't see Zentaro banned by either team, and so that would have suggested that both were looking to go for it, but not the case ultimately. A very aggressive looking lineup from Zenith all round. I imagine we're going to be seeing that Kai in goal, maybe switching out with the Rasmus, but of course with Oni Village you've got those 4 northwest, southeast, southwest and northeast pillars. The southeast one already gone for Zenith as we enter set number 1 of game number 2. A reminder that if we do see Pelican win this one, then they are through to our grand finals, having completed almost a full lower bracket run.
Yeah, they managed to kill Fang already. What I want to highlight is it kind of makes sense that Zenith doesn't have the Zentaro. The starting awakenings were Monumentalist and Big Fish. And Zentaro, I mean, Zentaro likes his Big Fish, both for the saga and for the size. But Rekkosed is known for his Rasmus. And Rasmus is a character that benefits, like the stats he cares the most basically is the size.
Not exactly a common occurrence on Oni Village though, right?
I mean, Rasmus is pretty good at controlling the core, and that's what Oni Village is all about. It's about controlling the core, it's less about killing. So if there's a map that you can afford to not take Zentaro in, I believe it's this one.
We'll see whether it pays off. Conscious choice, it wasn't a ban. And, well, they're going to be very conscious right now at the scoreline. Going the same way as set 1 of game 1. 2-0 Pelican Fishers. 1 away from that first point on the board.
Yeah, Fang dying twice already. That's not what you want to see. As a Zenith enjoyer.
Back to Lamacraft. Atsuro. Link's moving forward. That's both goal barriers down for Zenith. For the 3rd time in a row, yet to score a point. Very similar vibes. Deja vu. Link's looking to put pain to the recent memory. Moving through. Nice transition out from Zenith. Still looking to get that second goal barrier down. Lamacraft. Atsu got that covered. Lynx. Llama. Core flip to Fang. Rekko. Again, not able to get it through Atsuro. His Dubu play has been impeccable.
Yeah, you can see that Zenith is sometimes trying to damage Jinfire, especially when he had the core flip, but with this comp it's much harder for them to finish him off. I mean, it's not that hard to finish him off, it's just hard to stagger him in the first place. Just because, you know, you don't have that Zentaro, you don't have that damage.
They were struggling all game, unable to get KOs. And they put pain to any doubters once again, Pelican Fishers. 1-0 up in game number 2. We move into set 2 and our first draft. And it seems like we've got a little bit of a disagreement over who's going to get extra special. Goes the way of
disagreement. Like, I think Rekkosed knows that if Amy doesn't take it, I mean he would take it away from Zentaro. So they'll just split up this way. Usually you just mark whatever would be best for you, not necessarily what you plan to get. And it definitely would be like the best for both Amy and Zentaro.
Big fan of Fang going for the perfection. Of course, it's a hit-based meta. You got to go and get as many hits as you can, reduces the cooldown, and for someone like Kai, that'll be very useful indeed. And
yeah, you want your barrage as often as possible.
Yeah.
What I think Zenith needs to do is they need to own the fact that they just won't be staggering enemies, they won't be killing them. Don't even try it. Just play for core control and try to score this way. It's what I believe they have to do. Like, you can also see that this is not the roster they usually play. I think it is an EPL team, but they don't have Llama usually. They play with Din, who's on the opposing team right now.
Oh, great read from Fang. Not able to stop this one though. Lynx again with the go-ahead goal. Zenith's going to be getting so sick of seeing that top left goal barrier remaining up, remaining pretty happy with itself. Atsuro guarding it like a loyal dog. And there is certainly a lot of bite as well as bark. There he is again. Fang, Llama, top right gone for Zenith. Core flip, KO. Second barrier gone. The bottom gone for Pelican Fishers, but tell me something new.
Yeah, we see that the Zenith is just struggling on core control. The core is constantly on their side, and when there's an opportunity to go for offense, they just don't seem to have the coordination to do it.
Rekko. He tries to keep on slipping it past Atsuro, still can't do anything. Lamacraft has been practically MIA. Finally, they knock it down via Fang, of all people. Rekko moving in, trying to get that goal. Almost do. It's a combination of Din and Atsuro away. Back to Fang. Keeps it close. The Soups. Here's Llama. Off the Soups themselves. Rekko unable to get it past Dubu. Fang again. Past Lynx. The speed up, of course, on the zones. We're into overtime. Could favor Zenith here. Rekko forward. And there's the core flip. Lamacraft. I call them out. MIA. They've been found again with a clutch goal.
Yeah, finally they managed to get a goal in. They'll have to do it plenty more times if they want to win. And if they want to like even tie up the series, they're down 1-0. So they need to step out the game.
True words. Here's Llama. Fang has to go south, surely. The attempted read, not going to find him. Rekko. And Llama a little bit too far forward for this one. Fang has to cover. Core flip. And they get that goal barrier down. No second for the moment. Soups and the KO. Love the core flip out and away from Fang. Didn't fall. Hit back. Lynx. Doesn't matter what you're going to do, Fang. Lynx is there to really make you annoyed, Fang. Nice read up top. But once again, Atsuro simply too quick. It's another goal for Lynx. Zentaro running riot.
Yeah, Lynx is putting a lot of pressure. He's constantly seeing goalie's face, just waiting to win those strike wars, waiting to poke him out. He's just... If there's one player goalies hate to play against, I imagine Lynx is very high on the list. Just constantly there to annoy you. Yeah, you can see how much pressure they have.
It's like one of those fake medical adverts on the internet. Like, doctors hate them. Well, every single Omega Strikers player hates them when you're looking at the Zentaro straight in the face. But how about this fortuitous double bounce for Lamacraft? And a chance for Zenith to once again tie the set. They are down set point. Yeah, yep.
Let's see if he can utilize it. Oh, never mind, he can't. Let's see. Oh, Atsuro's dying there.
Oh, what a lovely bit of control from
Oh,
Lynx.
no,
Oh, wow! That is so unfortunate. Out comes the weasel. Don't blame him. That is very unlucky for Lynx, but sometimes fortune favors the bold, and we're 2-2.
Yeah, let's see who can take away this set. It would mean a lot for Pelican pitchers to get finally their last set, their like, map set. If they win if they win this goal and the next set, they win the series. Well, Zenith wants to deny them this opportunity and be more comfortable.
Rekkosed come alive. Llama's come alive. Fang has been pretty strong given the limited tools at their disposal. Core flip. Oh, great turret. Oh, but on the other side, they get the barrier down. Zenith can see the finishing line, but can they cross the checkered flag? Llama, Atsuro, Rekko!
Gets it
3-2 tie game.
That's just Rekkosed Rasmus. That's what he's known for. He's been pretty off with hooks this game, but you can see he still got it. Stacks, I think Stacks is the most important awakening to track this draft. I think it should have a really big priority on Valley. You can see it exactly here. On Only Village, it's, you rarely die because it's really like the map is really wide, so it's hard to KO people, and the speed is really useful. So it's like regarded one of the best awakenings on this map. Drekka will be really happy with that rapid fire.
Yeah.
I think actually most strikers will be really happy with their choices here.
Agreed. I mean, Atsuro, I think that might be the one where you're thinking, why? But keep in mind that they've already picked up Orb Dancer, and so they're looking for those Orb power-ups, and they're just hoping to be able to share that with the rest of the team. Does rely on a bit of RNG, of course, in the next draft, but hey, sometimes you got to risk it, and especially on Dubu, it's nice to have the additional speed and cooldown, some of the longest cooldowns in the entirety.
Yeah, exactly. It's really good. Like goalies in general get more orbs than forwards do. And as you highlighted, Dubu has long cooldowns, that's why Orb Ponder is really good for him. It's because Dubu is one of the most cooldown reliant goalies there is.
Yep.
What
barriers apiece.
What I want to see, Rekkosed picked up the stacks on stacks. Llama picked up rapid fire. I want them to have more pressure with the core. I want them to pressure Atsuro, get those barriers, and get those goals.
It feels like they're sort of poking and prodding at the moment. That's really unfortunate for Atsuro. I thought he had that covered just about. Not the case. Overtime. It's 3 against 2. 9 seconds for Aimi. Not going to reach it. For the first time in this game, Zenith take the go-ahead goal.
Yeah, I think those awakenings mattered a lot. Like, rapid fire is 50% more primary ability, which is, you know, the thing that Drekka is known for is his shotgun, right? You give Drekka 50% more shotgun, he's 50% more effective. Yeah. And Rekkosed can just zoom across the whole map with those stacks. So they have much more, you can see, they're just much more comfortable, they have much more core pressure now. And I think it will be an upward trajectory for them this game. I think they, like, if I'm to predict right now, I do think they take this set and the next set just from the awakenings alone.
We are a long way away from that though, Mike. Both teams have used great intelligence in the drafts. Oh, the Soups almost playing against Atsuro. The goal barrier stays afloat. Rekko is Lynx. Not said much of him in this particular set, in this particular game. It was great early doors, but certainly the KOs have dried up. Certainly the goals have dried up, as Llama looking for a second hit on that second goal barrier. Not going to find anything just yet, but you can definitely tell Pelican Fishers much more on the defensive in this third set out of potentially 5.
Yeah, you can see the ping glow on Rekkosed from stacks on stacks being full, but Fang is losing the barrier. Both teams have no barriers now. Let's see who can finish off this round.
It is a mad dash, especially with those fast zones doubling the speed. Llama looking for Rekko again. The whip. Oh, wow, what a save off the line from Atsu. That's a fantastic KO there from Lynx. It's not going to mean nada. Rekko continues to pop off 2-0.
There's the hook I wanted. Like, Rekkosed has missed a lot of hooks this game, but, you know, it's hooks like that make the Erasmus worth it. And they look flashy. Like, they look really, like, Erasmus is a really flashy character. If someone's playing it well, you know, it just... You can definitely see it on the broadcast.
It's two characters who are very reactive in both Erasmus and Drakkar. They're basically playing directly against the strengths that we've seen from Pelican Fishers, from Zentaro, from Aimi. And with that Kai goalie, certainly a unique choice, some would say, on Oni Village.
It's what Fang is known most for. And
the Awakenings have worked. You know, that's the most important thing that you picked up on. The Awakenings have worked. It's a 3-0 sweep in our third set. We head into the fourth set, and Zenith have the potential to tie up the series here and now.
Oh, that's a trouble. That's possibly a prime time for Drakkar, but I wonder if he wants to take away Twin Drive from Dubo. I don't think it's worth it in the end, because if he takes away Twin Drive, then Dubo takes prime time. So he has 2 logs instead of 2 spare slams. I mean, his slam is much stronger than the log, so I understand it.
It's an awkward draft for Zenith. Very awkward, despite the fact that they were ahead.
Yeah, I definitely agree here. But I think neither team is really that much happy with Awakenings they got. I mean, I think Zenith doesn't mind because they got what they need already. So they don't mind both teams not gaining that much. Rekkosed forced to take away Sergeant, so Lynx wouldn't get it.
Yeah. I think Zenith are going to be wanting that one back, honestly. Not that there was much that they could do. I think they did as well with it as what they could have done, but definitely having to compromise. They couldn't have it their own way, and we see immediately Pelican Fishers, the confidence is renewed. That turret's going to get the goal eventually. You can bet that on Dinfar.
Yeah, that's some life from Pelican Fishers finally. Happy to see them. I mean, it's before Rekkosed gets his stacks fully stacked, so we'll see what happens when he does that.
They need to stop whatever Pelican Fishers have got cooking here, Zenith. They are so close to that all-important tying point in the series. But how many teams have we seen, both on Primetime Tuesday and here on Twin Drive Thursday? They've gotten so close, and yet so far, Pelican Fishers diving for more.
Yeah, that's 2 quick goals. I really like the pressure from Lynx and then they're just attacking together, both damaging enemies and just forcing the core through, get barriers, get those goals. It's really hard to stop them. I think they also like use the fact that Rekkosed and Llama were both more offensive, so they're less often in defensive positions to be able to help out Fang deal with the relentless attack.
I love the adaptations here from Pelican Fishers. It's really great to see. They didn't know that they were going to get the draft that we just saw, but they've made the most of it, that much is for sure. And Lynx is going in for a KO. They've got it. Lamacraft eliminated, but at the cost of a gold barrier. Zenith with 2. Pelican Fishers need to make this a quick turnaround. They're not going to get it. Core flip. Lynx, they've got 1 down. Here's Rekko to pick up the core. Down to Dinfar. Llama, it's Rekko once again. Looking for the stop, looking for the snuff.
Oh.
Atsuro with a whiff. And Zenith given a point in this set.
Yeah, you can see just Rekkosed zooming across the map, defending and stalling to wait for Llama to come back, as well as just running around, catching the core from wherever it goes. Applying pressure just himself. That's what Rasmus is good at. Just use your abilities to force the core through. But, okay.
Boom! They could hear the pillow slowly encroaching over their face, their eyes wide open. And they plunged a knife deepeth into the chest of Zenith. 3-1 overall. 2-2 in the game.
It's
all
build
of a
different
sudden,
for Amy, definitely here. Like, Amy wants to be like build different from Rasmus. Rasmus getting quick strike. He's fast and like he's fast on the move and also fast on the strike now. I think he'll be aerial menace this round. And if Drekar gets hotshot as well, or Chronolus, like both of those are fine.
I like that.
Like
I
this reminds me
as well.
Yeah, this reminds me the draft from like 2 rounds ago, where Lama got rapid fire and Rekkosed got stacks. I mean, there's another one of those drafts where they get just Destined Slot Awakenings that heavily improve their capability to just get the core through, just their core control.
Well, the permutations are simple, folks. Zenith go hard, they go home, or we go patch. Yes, we do know it's on the way. No, we don't know when it's on the way. And whether we have to stop during this set, this game, or indeed the length of this series. All the action still here on twitch.tv/Vodible. Go subscribe over at youtube.com/Vodible as well for all of the replays. The replay here that Rekko will be very happy to see. They've got their first point in their arguably most important set of the entire thing.
Yeah, you could see how well Rekkosed and Lama play together, just passing to each other, dancing around the opponents, baiting out the double slam. Even though, you know, like these are not players that usually play with each other, right? Rekkosed usually plays with Fang, but plays with Dim as the third in their team. And the opposing team, the Pelican Fishes, is also made out of just players from 3 different teams that you usually wouldn't be seeing together. So it's really fun to watch this match from the perspective that, you know, like these players don't have much synergy together. They don't have experience playing with together, other than, you know, just with casual competitive matches.
Two core flips used from Zenith, and Rekko's got a free shot off the rope sucker punch.
Yeah, he continues to be a menace in the enemy lines. I like the triple core flip there. Just 1 core flip from Zenith and 2 from Pelican Fishes, but even with the 2 flips they weren't able to shove it into the open goal.
Zenith, they've got the 3-0 right down their iron sights. Will they pull the trigger? Will they get the one shot, the one opportunity to take this to a 3rd and final game in our lower finals? Not if Pelican Fishes have anything to say about it. Goal barrier down for the red team. Zenith now looking to respond. Elusive, oh, great shot, great reactions from Fang. The turret's down though, and Lynx puts it away, 2-1.
That was a great turret from Din. It just applied so much pressure. Like 3 players of Zenith were not able to take the core out safely. Let's see if Zenith can finish this one out.
Uh-oh. Pelican Fishes, they smell it. They smell the comeback. A barrier for a barrier. An eye for an eye. A strike for a strike, some would say. Are they the alpha? Will they reach the omega? I've got plenty more of these, folks. I'm going to save them for later. Rekko forward, trying to use that fast zone to their advantage. Close, but not close enough. Atsu moves up. Rekko stunned. Lovely read from Dinfar, but Lynx is not able to get it through to that goal barrier himself.
Yeah, it's really tense here. 2 versus 2. It's Lynx versus Lang on the forward front. I don't think much will happen until we get the other forwards respawning. I think both teams just prefer to stall right here.
Yes, just come to a bit of a standstill, no longer. Oh wow, what a fantastic triple hit there from Lynx, and Atsuro against his own goal barrier. Oh, that might just be the biggest faux pas that we've seen today. Core flip, overtime, Rekkosed! 3-1, 3-2 in game. We head to a decider.
Is the patch live? That's the question. Is the patch really live or is it not? I think it's...
All right, so yes, I think what we might end up doing here, looking at the situation, since the patch is apparently maybe minutes, maybe seconds away from dropping, we're not entirely sure. I think what we're going to do after we've had a look at the scoreboard and whatnot is we'll have a little bit of a breather, have a little bit of a break. So let us... Whoa, that must feel bad for Lynx, dropping the 57k, practically double what anyone else in the lobby put down. But Piols, I mean, it's been proven time and time again, just because you lay down a lot of damage doesn't mean you're going to win the game.
Yes,
and it's credit to Zenith in that regard.
Yes, this is only Village, hardest map to kill on. And we can see, like, this is the map where Zenith said, we're okay with not taking Zentaro that game, even though he's like one of the strongest characters in the game right now. Because we know that, okay, you can use Zentaro to lay a lot of damage, but it will be hard to finish people off. And they thought they could do more with Rasmus this game. They were absolutely right. Rekkosed on Rasmus just was smurfing, running around the whole map this game. Also really happy with Awakening choices he got.
Mm-hmm.
And he showed why his Rasmus is to be feared.
I think, honestly, the Kai certainly raised some eyebrows. I don't think it was too bad. In the end, there was a lot that he had to shoulder. It was 64 saves to a combined 20 from the other two. I think we've got to credit Fang as well for taking a character that you might not necessarily expect on that map, but utilizing the Awakenings properly so that he could use that character, very much a comfort pick for him apart from Atlas, and move forward with some confidence. There were some clutch saves, of course, some lovely double core flip resets as well into that Rekko goal, I remember particularly. Just goes to show why Zenith is widely regarded as one of the top 5 teams in all of EU.
Yeah, like, definitely. I mean, you know, like, I think Kai is a pretty flexible goal. You can pick him out in any situation and it will never be bad, you know? Like, there could be better options. Like, maybe you would want to have Amy if there's a kill comp. Or maybe in specific maps, like in Only Village, you might want Atlas because he's really good at defending the barriers there. But other than that, you know, like Kai, you can never really go wrong by picking Kai.
Mm-hmm. So I think that we might be... I'm going to take a little look over to our wonderful production chat. By the way, shout out to Storm Warrior, who's putting all of the pretty pictures in front of you. Great to have him on board. I'm going to take a look over production to see whether we're taking a break, whether we're just going to keep on talking, because it is literally just a case now, folks, of just waiting for the patch to drop. It literally is that simple. It's not a big patch, we imagine, Piols. It's a small one.
It's a small patch. It's not like the main every 3 weeks patch.
We might have to bide for time, folks. That's what we're saying, basically. We do love it when a fresh and... Okay, we're just going to play it. We're going to move into our third game then. Whatever will be, will be. If there is a brief interruption for some patch shenanigans, we do apologize. But the players have both signed, or the players have both signed off it. Both teams have signed off on it. So they know the risks. They know that if they're in a 3v1 advantage and the patch gets called, that's life. And I do respect Omega Strikers players for that. They want to get their jobs done. They don't care what's thrown in their faces. There's a lot of bounce back ability for a lot of these top players.
I'm just gonna say, I hope it's Demon Dias and we get like a full killing game. I'm not a Demon Dias enjoyer. I don't like Demon Dias that much, but we've seen, like, first game we've had the offbeat RX game. Second game we had a lot more core control.
Yeah.
This third game we played on Atlas Lab, and I do hope we just get a lot of kills to get like 3 different game types in one series. I think that would be amazing. As this is Atlas Lab, depending on the Awakenings, I believe we'll be seeing kill comps. We won't be seeing Vice in those kill comps because she is getting banned. We'll see what will happen to Zentaro. I am not sure Zenith can afford to not pick Zentaro here. Ooh, will we see Luna? Okay, that's a cheeky hover. Or is it? You know, like Luna, this is Luna's map. Yes. People regard this as like the best Luna map. A lot of fun things she can do on this map, including knocking other people into the black hole, running herself into the black hole to damage people around, and also, like, just because of the black hole existing, people are playing much more to their sides. Like, black hole is restricting the space that the players have. And we'll see, actually, is this a Luna goalie by Atsuro, I believe? Atsuro is a known Luna player. Actually, he coached me on Luna. Thanks to him, I learned how to play Luna, or how to play Luna better, should I say? Because not many people disagree that I am able to play the character properly. But I wonder, like, this will be very much a kill map and a kill game. So I'm really waiting to see how it will pan out. And also, this
first one.
Yeah, also, like, this is a big difference between the teams, right? Having Luna goalie versus having Amy goalie. Both very much aiming to just kill the opponents, but Luna is definitely worse on the defense. But on the other hand, that was a good special. On the other hand, they have Jackar to try to control the core more.
Yeah, I agree with you. I probably would say out of all the characters in the game, Luna's probably my main. And I agree in that she can be utilized in both roles, but she is far more effective when you're pushing up the field because look, you've got that fly ability to be able to rotate not just aggressively up the map, but also back if you need to defend on a quick notice. We see here Lamacraft, for example, moving forward, looking for a quick KO. You can pin people in the corners. It's really great in combination with Zentaro, but it's only the one goal barrier down now for the moment. And might very quickly become two as Amy with the blink forward. Great core flip, and they get the goal barrier down as well. There's a KO. Zenith looking for more. Of course, 1-1 in the series worth reminding everyone. How many times did it hit that goal barrier? How did that not go in? Was that lag? It must have been.
I definitely agree that Luna is more effective forward than in the goalie position. But I don't think either Din or Lynx play Luna. So I think just, Atsuro is also a forward player. He's not like he's like a flex player. So he plays Luna like both in forward and in goalie position. I believe Luna is one of the goalies he played the most. He doesn't pick it up often in competitive, obviously, because it's not the strongest pick. But like in a situation like this, where it's Atlas Lab and they could really use the Luna, he'll pick it up for you and support you from the backlines.
Bro, it's Omega Strikers. When can you ever be relaxed? For example, as if on cue, Pelican Fishers pushed back into their own zone once again. They've lost a goal barrier, one apiece. I see aggressivity there from Lynx, and that's a KO. Chance here for Pelican Fishers to get their first point on the board in this third and final game. First set, second KO, 3v1. Lovely core flip, waits, finally goes down. Lamacraft is back and just in the nick of time. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, that's the first time the Pelican Fishers had pressured this game. Like, they have the comp, but they have been definitely struggling on the damage side. They're getting out damaged by Zenith. Let's see if the trend continues. So that's a great special from Atsuro.
Indeed, both goal barriers down. Ooh, trying to find a way through their llama, but not enough pace on the core. Pelican Fishers have found a response of some sort. They hounded after the Luna as if their lives depended on it. Didn't fall! 2-2!
It was both the angle that hit the edge of the goal, but also it was a small enough angle that it wasn't a redirect, so it didn't slow down the core. So it kept its core flip speed. I think it's really important, in games like this, it's really important to track evades. Like, for example, you can see Dinitar is both stagger and has no evades, which should suggest he's dead, and he is. Players, especially like there's the characters like Luna and Zentaro are really like evade dependent. Luna has her special, and her special basically just forces one of the evades, right? And then Zentaro has a special that does basically the same. If you're in Zentaro's special, you probably want to evade it. So what the teams can do is use their specials together on the same person to just force all the evades, and he's forced to get hit by something in it, right? Just focus one player and then kill him.
I was going to joke that a bunch of this lag was due to the patch coming out. I wasn't wrong. The patch is out. It's live. So enjoy non-nerfed Zentaro while you can, because
can we confirm that there are Zentaro knights, right?
apparently there are Zentaro
Let's go!
nerfs. Apparently there's a big Finny buff. Apparently there's an X buff. The only buff that Zenith need is a third goal, and they've got it 1-0 up in the game.
Okay, I do know what the Zentaro nerf is. I hope it's big. I'm not gonna lie, I've been somewhat sick seeing Zentaro in literally every single game. I hope it's just... I know also many players where just shake up things a bit, make a meta where he's not necessary.
There's full patch notes in our production chat, my friend.
Yeah, I'll look at them soon.
Enjoy as we take a little look at the awakenings.
Oh,
And so
Zentaro
we've got
Surge.
yeah, that's not great, especially as what's Link's got? Catalyst is okay.
Yeah.
It's no Super Surge though.
I mean, if I were Atsuro, I mean, he's goalie, so the glass cannon has value if he doesn't get hit, but I imagine he will be getting hit pretty often. I think he could have taken away Surge. I really do enjoy Surge on Luna. I mean, it's much more worse on goalie than on forward, but ever since Luna was buffed, last patch, which was also controversial, a lot of people thought she doesn't need the buff, and I would agree with them. Yeah, like the distance she can knock someone, especially with Surge, is somewhat disgusting, you know? Lynx and Dinfar both have no evades, and neither does Lamacraft, so this will be an explosive round. Let's see if they can kill Lamacraft, or if Lynx will die.
They've already got one goal, of course. They're the most important thing at the end of the day. Wow, that stagger is being eviscerated. Pelican Fishers. And again, such intelligent use of awakenings from a lot of these players. KO for a KO, 2v2, but that's a goal. And Rekko, I'm sure, is going to be enjoying the last hurrah on Zentaro as is. He knows that once this game is done and dusted, it might be a very different horizon.
I mean, he got that goal with his dash, and the dash is exactly the thing that's getting nerfed.
Yeah.
So, it's getting 2 seconds on cooldown, and it's also losing a lot of damage. I hope this will make Zentaro much less of a priority.
Lynx on basically next to no stagger. Yep, that was coming. 2v2 once again. KOs abound. But crucially, the Lynx, Rekko, core flip to Llama, leaves it. Oh, tries to go for the push in. Excellent work. Goal barrier down. Strolls on home. What a play from Lamacraft.
Yeah, you can see how much space he bought with that special. Just setting up the place for the car. Just go through everyone.
2-1. One more point, and they find themselves on match point, Zenith. It would be a reverse sweep. The Pelican Fishers ain't done yet. 2 goal barriers down. Looking for a tie-up point here in the second set. Not going to get it just yet. Lynx on the precipice of whatever you call a knockout. It's not quite death, but it's not quite life either. Goes elusive. Is Dinfar, fires off the shotgun. Rekko finds a power orb. Llama. Oh, nice interception here from Lynx. Dinfar. Atsuro's got that covered. Rekko goes in again. Massive KO. Dinfar. Oh, right in front of Imi. Doesn't matter. Bats it away.
Rekko's dying there. I mean, they still have the open goal on the side of Zenith. Let's see if Pelican Fishers can finish this one off.
Atsuro's left to their own devices.
But still has both of his evades.
Going all after Llama. Lynx. Still not found the KO. Dinfar, oh wow, gets the KO, but the core flip saves it. Huge moment here as Atsuro goes up to Dinfar once again, right up through the north pass. Dinfar for Lynx, misses the dash. Oh, and Atsuro's got to go back again. Lovely intercept from Rekko. It's all about the Zentaro's goal barrier down. Our Zenith about to throw this right back in Pelican Fishers' faces. Rekko, no way through to Lamacraft at least. That's to go the long way around. Core flip, waits, turret the other way. Atsuro's got no one to pass to. Rekko! Oh, elusive! It goes off the post! Oh, what a read from Llama again! 3-1 match point!
Yeah, I wouldn't blame this on Luna as a character. I mean, Luna as a goalie has less defensive power than other goalies, but I don't think this was at fault here. We see Llamas getting the first pick. He's picking up Deadeye. Deadeye, as we know, is really good on Luna, but so is Specialized String, which I imagine is the pickup here. It's actually Twin Drive.
Yep.
That's actually interesting. Were they just worried about Zentaro has? I believe Zentaro has Super Surge, right?
Yeah, Super Surge. Yeah. And so they've got Stagger on top of that. Bulk up decent. If you're Lynx, I think that Pelican Fishers are going to be super happy with that draft, though. To have both Atsu and Dinfar ahead in the draft with only Lamacraft picking first for Zenith, I would say that's certainly gone in their favor, but oh, that's not gone in their favor. That's not gone in their favor at all. That's both goal barriers down. There is at least one down for Zenith, so Pelican Fishers have done half the work. They need to get the other half done now. 50% is not the whole way. Rekko trying to put it the whole way past that goal mouth. Not going to be able to get it into the middle of Atlas's lab. KO is 3v2, but the goal barrier's down in any case. Pelican Fishers have to play for time. It's 3v1 now. It might not matter. Dinfar, invisible. Rekko to Llama. Great save from Dinfar again. Hero stuff. Atsuro denies it, but now they're back down to one again. Briefly, his legs up, and Atsu misses through the dice. Rolled a natural one.
I like how Din bought some time just by being invisible. He was turning invisible, so enemies weren't that happy to strike the core too fast, because they had no idea where he was. Didn't matter in the end, they still lost the goal, unfortunately.
2 points away from a grand final rematch with Aimes and Joyers. Our Zenith is Dinfar. And again, it's the backboard. Aime forced back. Aime again has to go north. Looking for anybody, but they can't space out Zenith. Pelican Fishers throwing a lot of damage, throwing a lot of stagger their way. Atsu unable to read this one. Back there, a KO finally. It goes away of Zenith. Llama waits.
Ooh,
and they get the goal barrier. Oh,
Llama.
that was outstanding from Lamacraft. It's 3v2, almost one. Make that one. Atsuro gone.
Ooh.
Oh, wonderful play from Zenith, born off the back of Lamacraft.
This is how he looks like. It just kills left and right. Get all enemy evades out. Luna special, Zentara abilities including the Zentara special. I have no idea how Lama survived that.
The Lynx didn't though. Oh, and neither did Rekko. Neither did Rekko. Rekko's got a second, I should say. Neither did Dinfar. Sometimes you're a little bit confuddled as to what's happening on your screen, but one thing is for sure, Zenith smell it. They smell victory. They smell the win. 2 respawns down, but here we have Rekko. He has to get out of enemy territory. Does so. Has to get out of the explosive radius.
Yeah, he does have the stagger swagger, which is definitely helping him.
Oh, that's a massive moment for Lynx. Gets that goal barrier down. They need a point and they need it fast. It's got to be a full reverse sweep here in game number 3. KO. 3v2 once again. And Atsu forced back. Misses with the rocket. Unfortunate. Misses with the flyby. Atsuro waiting though. Smart. Slows down just a little bit, but the stagger's almost broken for the pair of them until Lynx returns. Oh, great read! And it is Lynx that makes the difference. They're alive. A pulse.
Let's see if they can make the comeback. They have a long way to go. They need 2 more goals in this set and then win 2 more sets. And they can't lose anything for the next 2 goals. They have lost the barrier although already. They have gone for themselves, fortunately. Oh, and I think Din had an evade there. It's only him he did.
Ooh, that's 3v1. This might be it. It's Lynx all on their lonesome. And that's it! Slash, dash, crash into the goal mouth. 3-1 in game. 2-1 in series. Zenith have got their rematch in the grand finals.
Yeah, you can definitely see that Zenith had the upper hand in the more conventional matches, what were in the Era X thing. But also, that marks hopefully the last game of Zentaro domination. Let's hope that.
Yeah.
I hope we see less Zentaro priority in the grand finals, though I imagine teams didn't have time to adapt to the new meta yet. But I hope we definitely see something new. I'm curious how that meta will shape out. I heard there were great thingy buffs. I didn't read up on what those were yet, but we'll see if there's maybe some thingy, maybe no Zentaro. I'm ready for something new.
I was going to say, not a common occurrence when you have a patch dropping mid-tournament, but that's practically the norm by this point on anything Vodible, whether it's Prime Time or Twin Drive. I mean, you called it right from the off there, Piols. Huge, high damage laden game. A combined, what's that, 45, 75k coming through from Zenith. And really, we look over the other side at Dinfar and Atsuro, perhaps too aggressive a lineup in the end. We saw some nice moments from Atsuro. We also saw some whiffs, a high gamble. It didn't pay off.
Yeah, I definitely think like you can see the difference between a Luna forward and a Luna goalie here. Like Luna forward is much more flexible in how she can just lay out damage. Has 2 times more damage than the enemy Luna. Also just 9 KOs, 6 goals. Luna is a very effective character, and with Zentaro on a slightly lower priority, I think we'll see more of her. Like, she's definitely quite strong right now.
Well, it's time to do some reading, folks. There are some quick patch notes to try and digest and figure out what your composition looks like when you go again. IME's enjoyers definitely with the advantage going into this grand finals, just off the basis of they didn't have to watch the game. They could look through it themselves. Definitely more for the task here, as they will go into a rematch against those who they met in the winners final, Zenith. For the winner of Twin Drive Thursday number 4, we'll see you after this break.